Well, hello, welcome to another edition of Take 5. We are in John chapter 21, and this is a very interesting passage. Jesus has been resurrected. We've already talked about that. And so we got verse 1 here. After this, Jesus revealed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias, and he revealed himself in this way. Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two others of his disciples were together. Simon Peter said to them, "I am going fishing." They said to him, "We will go with you." They went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Just as day was breaking, Jesus stood on the shore, yet the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, "Children, do you have any fish?" They answered him, "No." He said to them, "Cast the net on the right side of the boat, and you will find some." So they cast it, and now they were not able to haul it in because of the quantity of fish. Alright, if you've been with us the whole time, you know that one of the first things Jesus did with these guys, one of the first real miracles that he did, not the first, but one of the first, they were out fishing, alright, and, well, I'm not even sure you could call this a miracle, but anyway, it is pretty amazing. They were fishing, they'd been fishing all night, they'd caught nothing, and Jesus says, put it on the right side of the boat, and they do, and they get fish. So he's reminding them of how it all started, see? Because they've gone back fishing. Even though Jesus has been raised from the dead, he hasn't given them his final commission, and they're not sure what to do with their lives. So they just go back and do what they've been doing, which was fishing. And sometimes, if we're not aware of our purpose, we'll just go back and do the things we've already done. Sometimes good things, sometimes bad things, sometimes neutral things. But we need to be aware of whatever God's purpose is for our lives, and that just involves staying close to him, staying in his word. And of course, we have the same purpose that all these guys also had, and that was to be fishers of men. So keep that in mind. Anyway, verse 7. That disciple whom Jesus loved therefore said to Peter, "It is the Lord." When Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on his outer garment, for he was stripped for work, and threw himself into the sea. He wasn't wearing much clothes, he was out there in the water, so he put on his robe or whatever. Verse 8, the other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net full of fish, for they were not far from the land, but about 100 yards off. When they got out on land, they saw a charcoal fire in place, with fish laid out on it, and bread. Now this is interesting. Jesus was cooking some food for himself, and so we wonder, what is our bodies going to look like when we get to heaven, when we're resurrected? Well, it's apparently going to be something where we can still eat, because that's what Jesus was doing. Verse 10, Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish that you have just caught." So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore, full of large fish, 153 of them. That's a lot of fish, guys. That's a lot of fish in one net. So they took some of them over, and although there were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come and have breakfast." Now none of the disciples dared ask him, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Lord. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and so with the fish. So apparently he had changed enough that if this miracle hadn't happened, they might not know who it was. But when they saw the 153 fish, they knew it was the Lord. Verse 14, this was now the third time that Jesus was revealed to the disciples after he was raised from the dead. So we're getting lots of references here to the fact that Jesus has been revealing himself to the disciples. And the point of that is, this is so incredible you might be tempted not to believe it. So what John is doing as he's writing this, he's just letting you know different things that have happened after the resurrection to prove Jesus really was raised from the dead. He really has been raised from the dead, guys. And I don't know what's all going on in your life. There's been all kinds of drama in my life lately, some good, some not so good. But the resurrection is real. That's as real as it gets, and that trumps all the drama, and I can be joyful because of that. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, very, very important passage for all of us. You got to come back tomorrow, though, on the next edition of Take 5.